AFCON 2023, Morocco 1, DRC 1, and the game has ended in a stalemate. The game that I hyped so much. I was very disappointed in how DRC came out to play. They just didn't show enough verve and like that energy they had in the first game when they played Zambia. I think it was just missing. I don't know whether they were a bit overawed by the moment, the fact that they were playing the Africa's number one in Morocco, but they just let Morocco do everything they wanted. Like, as we say, that matchup of Hakimi and Ziyech on the Morocco right side versus the left of Masuaku and Yohan Wissa. Morocco it wasn't even a competition, and I think it was only until the subs came on in the second half. And kudos to the coach, because the coach actually made the changes when he saw his team was not like performing optimum levels, right? And the guys who were really good in the last game, sometimes we've seen coach who are just hanging on to big names, right? Like Kakuta being taken off, for example. I think it was a bit of a shock to everyone, even to the commentators, but it was the right move because when what's his face? Katompa Mvumpa Silas came on, he actually they were now playing, they were just playing with, like, they were just attacking, like they're just using their force and their power, and let's use the counter-attacking way, right? Because the Zambia game was them dominating the ball. This was a totally different game. When the game script is different, you also have to adapt. And I think big shout out to the coach for adapting early enough and not waiting until the Sebastian Desabre is their coach, not waiting until later in the game, like how Rigobert Song did with Cameroon. So yeah, the coach made these changes quite early. As we said earlier, Silas coming on for Gael Kakuta. He removed Bakambu as well for Fiston and removed Bongonda. So those were like their three big players in the first game, and they were all taken out when things were just not looking right. Then for Morocco, again, they played so well. The first goal, Hakimi's goal, came from a set piece. As I said yesterday, just concentration. So many teams are lacking in concentration at times. But this was just after the ref had an issue with the audio equipment. So he had to there was like a 4-minute break when they were just standing there. And literally the next kick of the game was the corner that came straight through to Hakimi. And that's where Kakuta was not tracking his man. And he just had a volley inside the D. Like, that is insane. That is unheard of. That is one of those things that make coaches very mad. And after they considered the goal, DRC didn't really do much to help themselves. Like, they didn't go at Morocco. They just let Morocco have the ball. Unai was just having a field day in terms of where he was going onto the pitch. Like, he wasn't really getting he wasn't having any difficulty doing whatever he wanted. It was up until like the 30th minute that DRC just said, nah, we're just going to start becoming physical and try and get momentum away from the Moroccans. And I think, it kind of helped. It kind of worked. Like, Morocco didn't get too many chances, but the fouls went up a bit more after the 30th minute. It was up until like a few minutes before halftime when Inonga was fouled. Well, we all thought it was a foul, but the penalty was given for a handball. Again, it was a free kick. Amala's hand was in the air, so we thought it was like him hitting what's his name, Inonga, on the head. But the foul was actually the penalty was actually given for a handball. These are things that are not very clear. I think once the ref goes to VR, he needs to come back and say, I'm giving it for this reason. Regardless, be it the handball or the foul, it was a penalty. And our boy Bakambu did everything in his power not to score. How you kick that ball to the right hand of Bono, someone who's very adept at saving penalty kicks on the right. I mean, Bono didn't touch the ball, but still, it was not the greatest penalty, and you kick into his strong side. So yeah, he missed the penalty off the post. And 11 minutes were added first half, and we went into halftime 1-0 to Morocco. Then obviously second half, Silas came on. There was a great pass that went to Meshak Elia. Elia again was another substitute. So he came on for Bongonda. Bongonda was very good in the last game. This game he was very quiet. And managed to get the score to 1-1, the equalizing goal. And that's how the game basically ended. After that, there was not much that happened, but Morocco were actually on the ropes towards the latter stages of the game. The one thing I've seen with the Morocco coach is that he's not afraid to make substitutions. Moving Ziyech after 73 minutes, moved Nesri at 80 and Unai at 80. Also, the heat is a factor. You can tell when the levels are dropping. You need to make those changes early. So yeah, going 1-1 into the third game is not such a bad result. Like, it could have been worse considering how much DRC had chances towards the end of the game. Then obviously the last few minutes it was now Morocco attacking, but they didn't manage to get a winner. And yeah, a key start for this game, I think Bono had not made a save in the first game against Tanzania. His first save came like in the 60th minute of this game, like his first proper save. The other one was just a catch. I think it would be considered a save in the first half, in the 45th minute. But there was 11 minutes added on, so like 56th minute of first half added time. So yeah, anyway, Morocco draw 1-1. Now they move on to match day 3. Morocco will be playing Zambia, and then DRC will be playing Tanzania. Morocco are in first place with 4 points, goal difference of 3. Wow. Then Zambia in third place with 1 point, DRC second with 2 points, and Tanzania with 0 points at the foot of the table.